other people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, Stephanie. You trying to mess my head up.
Yeah.
Like, this is layers upon layers, like therapy.
Yeah.
Like, you need therapy. Like, I need to get the rest of my cousins on here so we can have some deep down conversations to talk about. Because this is like some layers and stuff, how I view certain relationships or how I view not having or just having my mom feel like she's struggling. I always feel like I have to be the man and support her.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's not technically my role, but I just don't want to see her struggle.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing it. See what I'm talking about? I'm not doing it. Let me swim out. Swim out. So it's just more, it's a lot. It's a lot to come. I'm done.
Oh, wow.
I'm done.
Wow. So I'll give you your break. Get yourself together. Another.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What up, YouTube?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
Listen, so check this out. This is a special edition of Cocktails and Conversations / Intimate Conversations with Dion Tony. Yes. However, what we're going to do is we're going to eat. Or we're going to show you our food. And then before we have a deep down, Ayana Fix My Life type conversation a little later in the video. So stay tuned and tap in. And it starts right now. What about the D T Bangaz? Welcome back to another episode of Dion Tony. It's your boy Dion.
Tony is here.
Welcome to our world where it's not a show, but it's our life.
That's right, man.
It's not a show, but it's our life.
That's right, man.
It's not a show because I said I was going to stop doing this part right here because it's not a show, but it's our life.
That's right, man.
Shout out to our D T Bangaz.
What up?
Thank you guys for watching us each and every week.
Yes.
However, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Tell a friend, bring a friend. New videos each and every Monday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Unless there's a glitch in the matrix, we're on vacation. It's a holiday, we can't pull it through.
That's right. Y'all heard me say it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you like the video. We would love you so much for that. Also, make sure you share. Share. Tell everybody about Dionandtony. We would be so proud of you.
Listen, so check this out. All right, so on today's episode, right, I said in the beginning, we're going to cook and we're going to eat that first before we dive into the deep down conversation.
Yes.
Ayana Fix My Life topic that we're going to bring up. Exactly. So what we're going to eat first and then we're going to talk.
Because listen, if you're hungry, like we hungry, then you go and get yourself something to eat, and then you press unpause, okay?
Right.
So we can all eat together.
So we can eat it together. So what we're going to do, we're going to have some burgers and fries, some homemade burgers and fries.
Yes.
We already did some of the meal prep and things of the nature, and we're going to show you this video of us prepping the food, and then we're going to come back and finish the food so we can eat it together.
So you can see this delicious juice. You can see this delicious juice. So you can see this delicious, juicy burger.
It's delicious.
I said delicious.
Oh.
You heard delicious?
Delicious.
You're trying it. Anyway, we'll be back, guys. All right, guys. So, are y'all ready to get into this juicy burger? I am ready. I'm so hungry. We ain't eat all day.
Like, we literally haven't eaten.
We ain't eat all day. So
we
were
like
like
fruit. I'm not gonna lie. Just some fruit.
I mean, I kind of nibbled on the prep meal, but I haven't had like an actual meal. So we're ready to get into this. We just want y'all to see this delicious burger that we made, homemade burger. Nothing special, nothing fancy. We had topped it off with some bacon, ketchup, mustard, and of course the cheddar cheese and onions, red onions. And we got some fries on the side with a water right now. And if you guys are not like me, because I don't really eat pickles with my burger, but for some reason I have a taste for it, but I'm not going to put it on. I'm just going to eat it from the side. All right?
I just topped mine. I'm about to cut it in half.
So I'm not cutting mine.
That's a lot.
No, it definitely is. Hey guys, so here we are. About to bite into this. I'm sure that you guys probably eating as well. Let's go ahead and enjoy this real quick. I haven't had a homemade burger in like a long time. Normally we have it on the grill. But to actually cook it in your home, way to go. What McDonald's? What Burger King? What all the burger spots? What Five Guys?
But we still go to those places. When we can just easily make it at home.
It's so delicious. As y'all see, my pickle's on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and bite into it. Don't put it on my sandwich. Let me decide whether I want to taste that pickly stuff. You know? But this is so delicious, guys.
I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm hungry. We haven't eaten. And we're going to these fries too. Those are homemade fries too.
Y'all see the smoke still coming from the burger?
We ain't gonna tease you too much. We might cut some things out. So
we just want to eat with y'all real quick
before we have a conversation,
and then have a conversation real quick, a very deep one at that. Let's see if you guys can relate, and you know, comment in the comment section. You let us know exactly. You know, if you want to get personal with us, that'd be awesome. I know too many people don't want to share their business, and we got some business to tell. So we use regular russet potatoes, and Dion cut them up into nice little, what do you call it?
wedges.
Wedges. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And they're very good, very crunchy.
And seasoned. They're seasoned fries.
Very seasoned.
That was probably shade.
No. No, I didn't mean that. No, they're very good. They're well seasoned. Okay, babe?
That's a try.
Love you. Yo, the bacon is real bacon. It's pork bacon. We normally go to turkey bacon, but we were like, if we're gonna do a real burger, we're gonna do a real bacon.
Because this is real beef. It's not ground turkey.
Right. Normally we do ground turkey, but we was like, let's do some real beef. I wish y'all can taste what we are tasting right now. Because we all would be as we watching each other.
Right.
Okay, honey?
I'm sorry I'm not giving y'all the emphasis that you all deserve. However, this thing is bomb. This one, Corbin gonna be mad. I could have came and ate a burger.
He did talk about that.
He did?
Yesterday.
Oh, and we didn't make a burger today?
We were outside. Well, not a burger, but we cooked something and tasted it.
Wow. See, and I'm just finding out. See that? So we're about to finish getting into this, the rest of the burger, and we'll be back for our deep down, our Y'all Fix My Life conversation.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
And boom, just like that. TV magic.
Just like that.
TV magic.
God damn it.
We're full boots, though.
That's right.
However. So now that's the time of cocktails and conversations. Martella.
Yes.
Cocktails and conversation.
We got our
and
cocktail.
Today we are using, what do we feature? Ciroc.
Apple Ciroc with cranberry cherry.
So it's giving you like fall? Is it giving you a fall?
I mean, you want to
say like a cranberry sauce, apple, green apple.
A mullet. What do they call it?
A mule?
Mold something.
A mule. Moscow mule?
I don't know. We don't know. We want more, right? So, guys, we're going to take this real serious. Not too serious, but we're going to tell you some stuff. Some good stuff, okay?
I think it might be like a therapy session. Like I said, Ayala fixed my life type thing. We might even have to do multiple parts of this with different people and mostly just my family just to get the insights. Yeah. Or I'm a challenge probably I'm probably challenge my family and friends who want to come on and have a conversation about exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
Get the opinion of others.
Right.
You know? So the other day, my cousin Stephanie posted on Facebook, and this is what she posted.
She said, guys, how many people grew up with or without a two-parent household? Their biological parents, not their step or grandparents. What ways do you think it affected you? So we're talking about now us, okay? So y'all ready for our version, our side of the story, and
our interpretation?
Yeah, and what we felt. You want to start? Or do you want me to
So
go?
Listen, all right, so what happened was, when I saw that post, I was actually using the bathroom. I know it's too much information. But I was like, and it kind of stumped me. Stumped. Yeah, I ain't gonna understand it. But anyway, it kind of stumped me for a second because I was like, wow, that's a lot to even unpack or to begin to unpacking the thought process of
Peel layers of, you know.
Like like unpacking the layers or whatever. Is just more so like it made me think about all the decisions that's been made or I made throughout my life and things of the nature. Because I grew up, for y'all who all don't know, my dad died on like my third birthday, or it was like something like that. On my third birthday, they found him the day after. So I didn't grow up with two parents, or my mom was the sole provider. I mean, she might have had friends or even moments, I guess, people throughout my life growing up. But the quote said biological parents. So no, I didn't have biological parents, both biological parents growing up.
So for me, I maybe like to a certain, I don't know what age I was, but my mom and dad, they were together. They wasn't living together, but I remember him coming to visit, and I remember them, doing or being lovey-dovey. So I knew they were together, but it was just something that it felt normal because that's all I knew.
Right.
Just by my dad always visiting, he would bring me gifts, cupcakes, whatever to make me happy, maybe figurine toys, stuff like that. And I was okay. I was okay with what I saw. I didn't know any better. I didn't know anything different because I was so young, right? And then I remember at one point or period, I didn't see my father anymore. The only time I saw my father was when I would go and hang out with him. And then that's when my mom was involved with someone else. So how that affected me, it didn't affect me because I still saw my father. And then my stepfather, which he was, a very good figure in my life because he was a police officer, number one. He had his rules, but he wasn't strict or anything. It was like easy, I guess I'll say. It was like, okay, I have a father figure in the house. He didn't live with us as well. It was my mom's boyfriend. But it was like I had two. Nothing was different. Nothing felt different at that time.
So growing up, I don't know. I can't speak for all of my cousins because my cousin Stephanie made a valid point. Because I told her, I responded to her post and I said, wow, that's a lot to unpack. I probably will make a video about it. You're welcome to come and join the Red Table Talk if you would like. And then,
come on, girl.
And then she said, Dion, none of grandma's grandkids grew up with a 2-parent household. And I was like, wow, I never thought or looked at it from that angle. But then you look at all of my grandmother grandkids, none of us had both parents growing up. I mean, and when we were young, we pretty much all stayed. So that's what I'm saying. We grew up differently. I grew up in a house full of people. Like, I have a big family. My grandmother had 9 kids, 21 grand, like 22 great grand. So, but for the most part, all of her kids lived with her at one point. And then all of their kids lived with her. So I grew up with my first cousins in one house. We had one house. It might have, and it wasn't no mansion. It wasn't like, it was a regular row house in DC. And we grew up in one house. Well, majority of us anyway. Because some of us live with their mothers, like Misha and Nikki. They lived outside. But because Misha and Nikki's dad is my uncle. Their mom, Well, anyway. So, but for the most part, everyone grew up in one house. So we didn't see anything wrong because we played around. I mean, we grew up, we were allowed to be kids. I mean, because we were outside. We didn't have curfews and nothing. We was just outside playing red light stop I don't think we grew up bad or
I don't
missing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't, because we grew up collectively together.
It wasn't
until I became an adult or middle age. An adult is when I took notice because my grandmother put everybody out. So everybody had to go separately. That's a whole nother story we got to unpack. But so she put all of her kids out and grandkids. She said, I'm locking the door and everybody got to go.
Done.
Anyway, so she was done. So what the fact was, once that became clear, my mom was actually on her own. That's when I realized or noticed that growing up with a 1-parent house, it was hard. It made me, I think I want to say I had to grow up faster. Like, at that moment, it was like, you got to make it work. Because my mom working, trying to provide for Rhonda and I, and my sister, because Shonda was there. But then my mom and my sister didn't get along at one point. So my sister moved out. And it was myself, Rhonda, and my mom, and I had to be a parent. At that moment, as like a teenager, I became a responsible parent, or I had to drop the kid and become a responsible adult. That's what it felt like, because Rhonda became my daughter. So I had to take her to school, drop her off, make sure she ate, because my mom was working like these crazy hours, and then she had this sorry boyfriend that she was taking care of and picking up and stuff like that. But that's another story. I told you we're not going to unpack a lot. So yeah, so just my mom working multiple hours, different hours. It was at times where we'd wake up for school, my mom was already gone. I would have to get Rhonda up, make sure she ate, get her to school. And when we got out of school, I had to pick her back up, bring her home. Or she had to go to babysitters. I picked her up from the babysitter. It was something like that, and it was a routine. And then I picked her up, made sure she ate. And when we came back, my mom was still at work. And when we would sleep, that's when mom came home. So it was like at one point, we never saw my mom. I mean, I guess that's a bad thing. Because it's like, it could be a bad thing. Because you didn't see a parent. But so it was my responsibility to make sure she was good. Fed thing. So she became my daughter, pretty much. Rhonda's father, I mean, I'll bring Rhonda on her own time, but Rhonda's father, she's never met her father to this day, and she's 30-something years old. Her father been on vacation before she was born. Yeah. So she's never met him. So that's why she's like my daughter. And y'all know Donna and Ron, those are like our grandkids. Those are like my sons, our sons. Because it's like a lot. It's like layers after layers after layers. I was talking to my grandmother, and I was like, Grandma, listen, this is a lot. It's a lot to unpack or to think about or to realize and to understand who you are based on how you grew up. And it wasn't until that moment Stephanie posted, it made me start thinking. So this is going to be layers and layers and layers and layers. But I'm not going to try to talk. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, lady.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. How's it going? Happy Sunday.
Oh, I guess huh?
I said happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
Yes.
So look, really quick. They said how many people grew up with or without a two-parent household? Their biological parents, not step-parents nor grandparents. And what ways do you think it affected you? Right? So I'm just like, I don't know. That's a lot to, like, when you sit and think about it, Grandma, like, that's a lot to even try to begin unpacking.
Yes, it is. And just like you say, it's not a good topic. It's a good topic because you have to face it one day. But then, like now you want to come out with it. And it might help because
it might need some healing.
It might help. It might help because all of y'all are distant. Everybody is everything. So it might be good. I say go ahead and do it.
Yeah, because I don't want it to because there's many layers and facets of it that you can go into.
If they're going to be truthful about it, start it.
Yeah, because then it can go deeper into parenting, and then you got a realization that our parents didn't grow up in a two-parent household either.
No.
Like,
just like
it's deep. Well, were both of your parents in the house together?
Not really.
Nope.
So to reel it in, because I think he went left with it, guys.
Still, because it's a lot.
No, I know it is. But during my adolescence years, I can say, starting from, growing up, seeing my father to not seeing my father every day because my mom moved on with someone else. Like I said, I was fine. I was fine with what I saw. That was all I knew. I didn't understand at that time what's going on. Everything was hidden. Everything was not spoken. It was just, it's happy thoughts. Pretty much sheltered. I was pretty much sheltered growing up. I didn't know a lot of stuff, even though I was grown, young. You know how you are young, but you know too much and you shouldn't know. But I was okay with what I did know. And like I said, a lot of things I was sheltered with. So during my adolescence years, growing, like he said, he was more of a father figure to his sister, and making sure she got to school and taking care of her because his mom was working while my mom was working, but I got to see my mom, but my sister was my main, or like my mother. In a sense, she would take care of me. She would pick me up from school and I was fine. Nothing was bothering me in a sense of feeling like I missed out, right? Or something was not right. It just felt normal, So going off of what you said, when you said you had all the responsibilities that you had to do, I was spoiled. I was, I'm not.
You were Rhonda in this situation.
Yeah.
I was Kat.
Yeah. So that was the difference of how we were kind of, I guess, raised. And how we see different viewpoints of different things. Like he's more of, like I said, the go-getter because he had to go. He had to go get it. He had to push on and be strong about it. With me, it was like, I give up.
I'll let it come to me.
Yeah, I'll give up because it was coming to me. It wasn't like I had to fight for it, which that wasn't good at all because growing up, adolescence years, going into my 20s, going into my 30s, you're still trying to figure out yourself. A lot of that stuff affected me. It affected me in a lot of ways because what my...
it still affects you in some way.
What my mom, portrayed or had me see to, having a father figure both ways, my mom, boyfriend, and then my actual biological father, he would come around at different times. And I remember one time we hung out and I stayed over there, and we bonded really, really good. I was a little bit older, probably like 14. I could have been probably even younger, like maybe 11 or 12. And I remember him doing an activity in the car, and I didn't approve of it because I was young, and I'm like, why am I smelling that? And why is he doing that? And it was pretty much smoking something that's like right now it's normal. It's legalized, and, you know, everyone is doing it. He was smoking marijuana. I'm sorry, Dad, that I'm telling you business, but it's going to help me grow. He was smoking marijuana, and it was just like, I'm not supposed to be doing that. Like, I'm a kid. I'm in your car. Like, why are you doing that in front of me? You know, I know the smell because, I mean, growing up, you be around grown-ups that have done it. And you're like, okay, you're too grown. You're too grown for your age. So anyway, rolling the back end, I kind of told my mom I want to stay away because I did not know how innocent marijuana was. I don't know if I can even say that. I didn't know how innocent it was. Like, it wasn't, they say, a gateway drug to other things. But, you know, if that's something that you do and that was just your drug of choice, you know, and then seeing that it's something normal now, I didn't feel that way. I felt like, yo, you're doing drugs. Like, I need to stay away from you. And so I told my mom, yeah, I saw him doing that. I don't want to be around him anymore. So like I said, for me, not having two parents in my household, like I said, it was normal. And then to actually get both of them, to be around both of them, probably not at the same time, that was fine. And then to easily say, okay, yeah, I don't want to see my father no more because of the drug of choice that he used, which was stupid on my end, but I'm young. You know, I didn't know no better. My mom didn't really say, well, Tony, that there isn't bad, but I guess she just wanted to have my back and wanted to support me in what I felt. And I was like, yeah. So I would talk to him from time to time. He would stop by from time to time. And then I remember this one day, you know, because we kind of fell off with communication, you know, it was said that he passed away. So I had my father in my life. My father wanted to be a part of my life, but at one time, I kind of pushed him away. And then to, you know, reel him back in and get him back, it wasn't too long. And then I remember he passed. So.
Yeah. So, and then, like, he grew up, you're saying, with stepfathers or father figures in his life. My mom, the people that she had in her life wasn't positive role models in mine. I would say that. Like, I didn't have positive male role models. Don't get me wrong, I have uncles. And a lot of them, is one in particular, Uncle Steve. Shout out to Uncle Steve.
What about?
So, growing up, he was the uncle, the fun uncle that took us to amusement parks and took us to the lakes and the things like that. He got all the kids in the vans and we went places. We did this, and he was there for grandma. He took her there. So it was a person that I continue to look up to say he's doing positive things and, you know, in the world, in our life. So it's like I grew up emulating him or trying to strive to do the things that he did. I mean, at one point he went on vacation and he wasn't there. So, and it was like a pivotal moment in our lives. Like, we were teenagers and things of that nature. So it's like to not have that many positive male role models in your life. You had to get it from elsewhere. And luckily for me, my whole drive have always been to be the person that I didn't have growing up. So that's why you see me go above and beyond for my sister. I didn't have a dad. And she didn't have one, but I wanted to make sure that she did have some type of normalcy. She did have somebody in her corner. She did have somebody that she can look up to that and was doing positive things. Then Don and Duran, their dad is not really in there. He's here, he's alive, but he's not. But I want to be the uncle that I didn't have, that I look forward to being in my corner or taking me places and doing things like my Uncle Steve did do for us. But I wanted to be that person. So to make sure that, you know what I mean? And it was still respected and things of that nature. Outside of that, like the men my mom had, I didn't have too many because we got into it with
They wasn't.
most
You
of
could
them.
say they wasn't for you because they were for her, not for you.
Right.
Because
That's what I'm saying. So they
didn't
wasn't
give
there
you-
for
They
me.
didn't come to you as a father,
father
figure,
figure,
to say,
right.
okay.
I didn't have the positive male father figure growing up. I mean, even though I had uncles, like I said, but I don't think, that's me personally, I don't know what happened, what transpired, what did and what didn't happen, but I don't think any of my uncles, including my dad's brothers, stepped up to be the person I felt they should have been once my dad died. I don't know if they was just going through what they were going through or growing up. I mean, we were kids, we don't know, but I always thought that one of them could have took me under my wings or encouraged me to play football and, yeah, I mean, be into sports, even though my lifestyle was different, or I felt, well, we didn't know at the time, or they probably knew it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just wild. But I didn't have that growing up. And then all of that, it was also like, if my dad was in my life, how would my life be? Would I be as open and honest who I am now? Or because I'm different, would he have accepted my lifestyle?
Right.
What we would have went through about my lifestyle? Would I would have disappointed him as a son because of my lifestyle? Yeah. I don't know. And I can't even fathom those thought processes, but it's like, it makes you think. It makes you wonder, like, dog, it could have been...
Could have been another way.
Yeah, a whole totally different situation. Like, I don't...
You could have had your father in your life, and
been miserable.
Yeah. Your sexuality could have been
an issue.
Something that kind of,
made us clash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so, and that's for me, the same thing. I mean, I knew that growing up, I was a lot different. We talked about this, guys. I was into the glitz and the glam, honey. I wanted to sing. I wanted to act. I was different. I wanted to just sing my heart out. And I can't sing, but I try at least. I used to want to just be a performer, just a performer. So being different like that and not playing any sports, not being pushed to play. Now, I did play a little bit with my neighborhood friends, but it wasn't something that was like forced for me because I didn't have a father to say, hey, you going to play that. You going to do this. You going to be a man. My mom was the one that was saying that to me. And
but even with that, I'm sorry, not to cut you, but is that what father's supposed to do?
Father's just supposed to...
or is that just our interpretation of what we think they're supposed to do?
Well, fathers... Well, we say an interpretation. Yeah. Black families. When you look at black families and you go into that and you look into you like being gay, is wrong. It's like, a taboo. Yeah. You're not supposed to be no punk. You're not supposed to be a sissy. You're supposed to be a straight A dude.
Strong black man.
Be strong. And I'm like this. Number one, before you say that I'm gay, I am a man. I'm just something that whoever created that word, whoever created all the negative words about who we are as a person because of our sexuality, fuck. I mean, I'm like, I lost it because I'm like, I'm going in. We are men.
Right.
We just a little different. We like the same sex. And for it to have a father that would have been, against it and always told me to go out there and play with the boys and make sure you play football or you're going to play in the league. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. I think that probably would have been something different in my life. To answer that, going back to that question, it would have been something different in my life if I did have a father figure in who
treated you like that.
Who treated me like that. Okay, gotcha. It would have been totally different. I think I probably would have been miserable. But who knows how the roles would have played out. Right. Who knows how it would have been. And to sit there and say, because I'm gay and because he wanted me to be a certain way that he wouldn't accept me. Who knows? We don't know.
That's on, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Like I said, this thing is multifaceted. It's like
It's
layers
crazy,
on top
guys.
of layers
It's really
in different
crazy.
directions we can go in and have conversations with. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think growing up, how I grew up, made me the person who I am today. But it makes you, like, it can go layers of, like, how you look at people's relationships or how you see yourself with other people.
Right.
Like the thought.
How your relationships with other people.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying, Stephanie. You trying to mess my head up.
Yeah.
Like, this is layers upon layers, like therapy.
Yeah.
Like, you need therapy. Like, I need to get the rest of my cousins on here so we can have some deep down conversations to talk about. Because this is like some layers and stuff, how I view certain relationships or how I view not having or just having my mom feel like she's struggling. I always feel like I have to be the man and support her.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's not technically my role, but I just don't want to see her struggle.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing it. See what I'm talking about? I'm not doing it. Let me swim out. Swim out. So it's just more, it's a lot. It's a lot to come. I'm done.
Oh, wow.
I'm done.
Wow. So I'll give you your break. Get yourself together. Another thing that affects me, having the father figures in my life, and maybe if I had my biological father there, for any moments of being a handyman, for any moments of putting something together or following instructions, things that men do or things that they're known to do, I didn't have that. I didn't have that push. I didn't want to do it. It was just, like I said, I was about glitz and glam, honey. I was about singing. I was about dancing, wanted to be a performer, wanted to be pushed to be put out there, wanted to conquer the world and not think about all the negative things that are around me when subconsciously but like I said, it's been hitting. It's been one of those things where you don't have to worry about it right now. You know, you're not too grown to be out there to go out in the world and then experience the bad, experience everything that you're going to experience that you didn't experience when you were young. And not having both of my biological parents in my life the way that they should have been. My mom has always been, my father has always, like I said, in and out. I didn't have that, or I want to say that I wish that I had him to show me how to be a handyman or to fix things, to feel more like a man, even though, like I say, yes. It's like he said, it's layers around it, and then bouncing off of other people, their feelings and what they experience. It would just make for a great vlog, guys. It would definitely make for a great vlog. We're just trying to give you our little background,
a little snippet.
Yeah, a little snippet on,
because it's a lot,
how we got started to going out in the real world. And of course, we was teased a lot. We were teased a lot. If we had our father in our lives, I mean, it could have still went on, but what would our fathers do? What would they say, knowing, you know,
like how
what would they have been?
How different our life would have been?
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't know. I mean, we can sit here all day and say, "Oh, my life would have been a lot different. I probably wouldn't have been as out as I am, or I probably would have."
Would me and my father have gotten along?
Right. Well, I got along with my father.
I'm just saying.
So
me.
no, I know. I got along with my father, so that's one thing that I could say that I know we would have got along. I just wouldn't know what he would feel about my sexuality.
But did he already know?
Bam.
I don't know.
Bam.
It's like, it's a lot. And I think we're going to end it. It can go deeper. It can go further. It's
so much.
It's so many more layers. So and I know y'all want more. But I'm just like, no. Because it's like, that's a serious layer upon layer. We're gonna have to go back and we're gonna watch this video and see how we can hone it in next time.
Yeah.
Like to
give you bulletin points, right?
Right.
And then to go under the bulletin points and then explain what we need to explain. We just want,
because it might have been all over the place because we just gave them snippets of.
I mean,
did we even answer the question?
So how did it affect us by not having two biological parents in our household?
We touched base, but I don't know if we answered it.
I pretty much said, or I feel, it didn't affect me as of yet. Me saying that now, current moment.
But but you also said it did affect you. How you were growing up, how you were sheltered. Your mom sheltered you from all of it. So it did affect you.
So now I'm trying to answer that now in a sense and being honest to myself about it. Right now, and I can say that it didn't affect me. It did affect me in a sense of me not being a go-getter, being sheltered. It affected me in a sense of always thinking that everything is positive, thinking that people are positive. I want people to like me. If I don't get that, then, oh, that hurts so bad. Like I was always one very sensitive. And like I said, I was sheltered. So everything around me was just happy thoughts. It was happy, happy, happy. And then as I gotten older, to see people for who they are, to see me coming genuinely to you, but you're being another way behind me, and then find out, oh no, I don't deal with people like that. That's another story. But it affected me in a sense of being naive. It affected me in a sense of not knowing and seeing others with their fathers. Everybody has a mom and dad in their household, and to see them happy and to see them thriving. I wouldn't say jealous, but I would say, well, damn, I wish I had that. I wish I had that at one point. It didn't last long because the way that I was raised, I was okay. I was okay with what it was. Born into. Born into it. I was born into it. So would I know anything different? So
and mine is a little slightly different. Like it had affected me because it kind of took away part of my childhood.
And I had a wonderful childhood. I'm not rubbing that in your face,
Why?
baby. When I tell you, like, I love surprises. Everything my mom laid on the blueprint that she's given me, honey. She's given me a nice blueprint. And I'm here to tell you I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I think that's probably my answer. I wouldn't trade the way that I was raised for the world. I would say that things come along as you grow. Things that you don't know come along as you grow. How you deal with it and how you handle it is another story. So,
yeah,
you look at it like this. It's like, I'm good. But yeah, certain things in those levels need to be looked at and fixed on. But I was okay.
Yeah, I feel as though now that I sit and think about it, I was affected a lot by it. And we're not going to finish it all in this one video. And I'm not about to go back into it right now. So, but I feel like I was definitely robbed of some of my childhood. I was taught to be responsible much more early in life. I don't think it's a bad thing because I'm responsible now and I'm, like you said, a go-getter. Like I make things happen now, but it also is like, feels like I have to feel like I support everyone as opposed to feeling like being supported.
And pouring in support.
Right.
To you.
I pour into everyone because I was taught early to be responsible for everyone as opposed to allowing me to just sit back and be poured into. So.
I definitely understand.
A lot. On that note, I'm about to go. On that note, listen, that's a lot. It's multifaceted. We may touch base on this again.
I
challenge my cousins to come on
yes.
and have conversations and have some deeper conversations to look on things another level and, you know, give me y'all point of view. Yes. Especially the person I think that did grow up with both parents was Sir.
Yeah.
And
he did.
I think he's the only one.
He did. And he turned out to be okay. Whatever issues that he had with his parents, that's what we don't know, but he seemed like he turned to be okay with the way he was raised, you know? So
I don't know. So maybe I'm challenging my cousins, some of the fellas to come on or something. You know what I mean? Just come on, like have a conversation. This can be multiple levels.
Yes.
Maybe we can get all the girls at one time, all the fellas at one time, and or something like that, and just have some real deep, because it may inspire someone else who's also went through the same thing.
That's right.
Like that's what we're trying to do to get. It's Ayala, let's fix everybody's life at one time.
So listen, guys, bangers. This is how we doing it. We're normally on the go. We're normally on vacation. We're normally we're somewhere out and about. We want to reel it on in. Not saying we're not doing that anymore. We want to reel it on in and do the intimate conversations again. How we first started. We started at Renee's bar, or Renee's lounge rather, sitting, drinking, talking, whether it be merch, whether it be a fun game, whether it just be life, you know, and we showing you guys what it is that excites us, and you know, just you remember,
right? If you don't, go back and check it out.
But yeah, we want to take it back. YouTube say we can't do it, but we're gonna do it. You know, you have to have, because you have to have your channel catered and directed to certain things. So if it's vacation, it's vacation. You know, if it's out and about, your life, it's like lifestyle.
YouTube promotes it if it's all one channel.
Right.
Like if it's all vacations. Right. Like it promotes you big. If it's all this type of cruises, it promotes you big. But ours is multifaceted because it's not a show, it's our life.
That's right.
So we can't just give you all vacations because in reality we don't just go on all vacations.
We can't just give We're not rich at all.
Listen, so on that note, again, I challenge my cousins, come on through. Let's make it do. Let's make it work. Let's figure some scheduling out so we can come on over. Outside of that, we're going to go ahead and end this one. This has been a lot. Y'all seen us eat some stuff. Y'all seen us talk. And y'all seen us get in our feelings just a little bit. We just touched base, just scratching the surface of what's really to come. It's really like what really is our life. Like, it's gotta show us our life. That's this is some real stuff. Real stuff. But anyway, on that note, we thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Tell a friend, bring a friend. New videos each and every Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Unless there's a glitch in the nations on vacations or holiday, you can't pull it through.
Listen, and like he said, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Make sure you comment in the comment section and let us know what you think of this video. Go ahead, comment, let us know how you were raised. Comment, let us know some good stuff. Let's go ahead and chit-chat back and forth. Let's interact.
Yeah, let's blow that comment section up on this.
Blow that thing up.
We dug deep.
Blow it up. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Please, and share. Tell everybody about Dionandtony. We will see you with more videos like this and vacation and whatever else we want to do. We just hope that y'all love it. Support us. We will see y'all in the next video. We love y'all. Peace.